Every single day, I want you to go to bed at night, stop playing games, and be honest about the wins and the losses.
When you find out who you are, that's when you start living your life. Make sure in life you do what you have to do, and live the life you have to live. Don't walk around being a fake human being. Don't be scared to be who you are.
Don't forget who you are. Don't forget where you come from. Give it everything you got. And if you fail, you can at least do what? You try. I give 120% of everything I do. That's all I'm asking you to do.
Not only is it possible for you to have your dream, but it's necessary. It's necessary that you have it, that you work on it, that you develop yourself, that you go for what is yours in the universe.
We train our kids from the time they are born to study not because for the love of learning, but so that they can pass standardized tests. That becomes their goal, pass the standardized test. And then this continues. And so what happens is, you have all these people blindly following the herd like sheep. So what are the ends? What are the end goals? Well, of course, happiness is one, right? But happiness is a little bit too vague. What are truly the end goals that define us, that make us lead awesome lives, that will make us know that on the day we die, we did not waste it?
I think a lot of people are afraid to jump all the way. It's kind of like having faith. A lot of us say we believe, but we don't really show it. Because if we showed it, we would be okay taking a chance in a relationship, taking a chance switching jobs, taking a chance going against our parents' wishes. A lot of people stay in those bubbles, and it's very hard for those people, I believe. You know, I think it's really fear and lack of jumping in life all the way.
Every human being wants his life enhanced. If you don't show them proper ways to enhance, they will find shortcuts. See, a man who goes to the bar and a man who goes to a church or a temple or whatever, they're seeking the same thing. They're trying to enhance their life, isn't it? If you do not show them a proper way, they will take whatever ways are available on the street, that's all. It is just that it sets you backward. You want to go forward, but it sets you backward.
Fear is this mechanism that sort of fills in the unknown, right? When we confront times of change, times of crisis, you know, when we're uncertain, you know, our fears kick in and we fill in really the worst case scenario. You know, we fill in the worst case scenario, and we have all these dark imaginings, and these are things that we tell ourselves, they're machinations of our own mind, but these aren't things that we think, we experience them as things that we know.
There is one reason and one reason only that you feel stress, and that is that you have a very rigid idea of this is the way the universe should be, and the universe is not playing ball with you. Your entire life has been an attempt to control some part of your environment, some part of the universe.
Far too many people wake up every single morning in their 40s wondering, how the hell did I get here? Because they would choose to pick a career before they could legally buy a beer. If you do not fulfill these two needs, your psyche, your soul feels deprived, and you may be happy, but you will not be fulfilled. And those two were growth and contribution.
Union means whether you are aware of it or you're not aware of it, right now you're happening here as a part of everything else. What the trees exhale, you're inhaling. What you exhale, the trees are inhaling. What you think as myself is just a psychological boundary that you have set up. All human experience is generated from within. What comes from within you must be the way you want it, isn't it?
So I think having a powerful mindset, being unstoppable, or just having the ability to go and succeed, whatever success is for you, you have to be growing, because if you're not growing, then you're backsliding, right? But you also need a level of grit, and I think grit, just like growth, is a muscle. It's something that you need to sharpen through challenge, because through the challenge you get all the change that comes from it.
We spend too much of our emotional energy on the 2, 3, or 4 things that we think are wrong in our lives. And we entirely ignore the 30, 40, 50, 200 things which are pretty darn good in our lives.
We are, so often our own worst enemies, right? We keep ourselves, off the stage, for fear of bad reviews. Maybe this is crazy. Maybe it's not. Maybe everybody thinks I'm, way off base here. Whatever. All the what ifs. Although, why I should, whatever. I put all that aside, and I have committed to, enter the arena. It doesn't have to make sense to anyone else why it's a big move. It's a big move for you. It's important to pay attention to those feelings, because often that's the strong man inside trying to tell you, we can do this. Let's get over this, our fears. Let's get over our self-doubt, and let's do this.
A good goal should scare you a little and excite you a lot. So ask yourself, does this goal scare me slightly? But does it excite you? It should scare you a little. Because if it isn't scaring you, you aren't dreaming big enough. And it should excite you, because if it doesn't excite you, you've picked a means goal and not an end goal.
I think some of the most successful people live at the edge of their limits, and they play there also as well. And so whenever I feel in my nervous system, I feel like I can't do it, then I feel like I really must do it, because I feel like how we do anything is how we do everything.
What comes from around you may not be the way you want it, but what comes from within you must be the way you want it. If whatever happens within you the way you want it, will you be blissed out or miserable? We are talking about consciousness. Commandments won't fly. Commandments means you're trying to fix your life. Consciousness means you want to liberate your life. My intention is you must liberate your life.
Once you're willing to take responsibility for the fact that you are literally creating the life you are experiencing, the reality, your reality is your creation. Everything is a choice. Every moment of your life is a choice. How do you want to spend that moment? Who do you want to be? It is not the circumstances we confront that dictate the lives we experience.